Hi, welcome back to Media Brands TV, powered by Microsoft. We're here at a schematic wall with the CEO, Trevor Kaufman. So Trevor, if you can take me through kind of the idea behind it, the concept, and maybe give us a little demo.
Sure, I'd be happy to. What we've seen here is this is about a 13-foot wide by 4.5-foot high touchscreen video wall, and it's meant to be multi-touch and multi-user. So one piece of functionality that's important is that we have RFID chips in our badges, and so you can see here the walls recognized us both. And as people walk up, it'll continue to, their names will pop up.
Even if you just walk by and have your tag, it'll recognize you.
Yes. If you and I wanted to exchange contact information, which I'm sure you would want to do, then we can just drag one of these drag tags from one name to the other, and it'll email us each other's contact information. So it's fundamentally kind of a social application. Here, as you can see, sort of above shoulder level, so it's viewable from a distance, is all the schedule information for the whole conference, and you can see it's 1:30. We're about midway through the second day of the conference, and at the top you can also see it shows you what's on now and what's on next at the conference. I can search on anybody here, people, events, or places, and it'll bring up a sort of effectively an on-screen keyboard where I can make choices about, here I'm looking at places in Cannes, what I might want to find, or I can look at all this information in this 3D map of Cannes or in the schedule. So, for example, we see that there's a SAWA or a Microsoft. I'll bring up the Microsoft panel. So here we see there's the information about this gravitational media seminar, and we can read about it here. Or again, we can just drag that drag tag to a name, send it, and now on my phone, if I get email on my phone, which so many of us do, I'll get the full a calendar entry for this, the full description. It'll tell me where it is. I can similarly look at the Palais here and bring up information. This is where we are right now at the schematic touch wall, but if I want to find a particular location, I can just look and see where it might be on the wall, and again touch this, get more information about maybe where registration is, and I can of course drag that to my name as well.
So with a wall like this, what are some of the implications for brands or marketers? How could they use this?
The ways that brands can use something like this range from just delivering marketing messages through it to all sorts of different utilities that improve their customers' experience. So just like the web, just like the mobile device, the possibilities are really as limitless as your imagination. Some of the things we've thought about are an airline could, for example, use this to look at the entire world and, say you and I are at the airport, we have a certain amount of frequent flyer miles and we want to plan a trip, we can see where we can go with our miles, we can find out, how many miles it would take to go there, look at pictures of the place, look at what people have thought about it, that sort of application. We're also using this a lot at retail to bring information like user reviews or ratings and product information, whether it's in stock or not, where I can find it, whether I can have it shipped to my house, all that sort of information, bringing that internet content into the retail environment.
And if you could kind of think of something that perhaps this module can't do yet, but at some point will be able to do, you think would be just really revolutionary, what would that be?
The one thing we would have liked to have done here that we didn't get a chance to do is just have more than one. I think once they're networked together and you could have, in effect, a video conference with somebody at another wall or see how they're using it, that's when the possibilities start to get really exciting, when they become networked together. This is just one, but if we had one of these in sort of every similar conference at the same time, there are probably a lot of neat things we could do.
This is Media Brands TV. We have just had a little demo with Trevor Kaufman of Schematic, of the wonderful schematic wall at Cannes 2009.